regional championship.
Looking for revenge. 6 sectional championships in a row. One team rising up to the pressure.
I make it sweet. Put my dab in my spit. I put it finger on my neck.
Now Jackway having Tyndall. How did you get over Brown? We're tied at 6. Jackway Hall back into the match. She gets the kill right away. Quick start for Homestead.
The time has finally come. It's set for a regional championship showdown between the number 3 Carroll Chargers and the number 15 Homestead Spartans. Good evening, everybody. I'm Braxton All, joined alongside Atticus Dean. And Atticus, we have been waiting for this one since they met 3 weeks ago in the regular season, hoping there would be a rematch, and now the time has finally come.
Braxton, talk about an environment. You have bitter rivals that put up an amazing match just a couple weeks ago in a packed gym when it matters the most. Spartans were able to get revenge against the Belmont Braves too, so they're looking to do the same here against the Chargers. So what a journey would be for the Spartans if they were able to avenge 2 of their losses.
So then meanwhile for Carroll, the number 3 team in the state, 29-3 on the year. They cruised through sectionals as well. You see they haven't dropped a set really recently at all. They just have been dominating their opponents, and they won every single set in their sectional.
I mean, what can you say, Braxton, besides the Chargers have been so focused and played so well, and it's gotten to them this point, and they look to continue that momentum against their rival in the Homestead Spartans.
We've talked about how huge this regional championship is, and earlier I got a chance to catch up with Spartans head coach Jessica Holtzclaw just outside their locker room. Coach, just 3 weeks ago, your girls got a chance to face against this Chargers squad, and even though that match ended in a tough 5-set defeat, what were you able to take from that contest to prepare for today?
Our big focus this week has been really strengthening our defense. So we're really looking to capitalize on those balls that we didn't get to the last game, getting those up, sending them back fast, and really going at their weaknesses.
And this regional championship format has undergone some changes since last year, now just a 1-game format instead of 2. So how does that change your preparation leading into today?
Preparation for today was a little bit different because I could focus on 1 team. I didn't have to focus on 2 like I had to last year. So that's helped out a lot. The idea that I can focus on just 1 team, watch film on just 1 team, it works a lot better.
And then finally, what are some keys to a Spartans victory today?
Today is going to be capitalizing on the other team's weakness, serving tough, passing well. They passed really well against Belmont. That was the big change for us in sectionals. So passing well, serving well, and really terminating from the pins. That's going to be our big play today.
Getting set for the opening serve between the Homestead Spartans and the Carroll Chargers. These 2 teams, storied history, storied programs. The Spartans having won their last 6 sectional championships in a row, but having never won a regional title. They're looking to do so for the first time tonight. Meanwhile, the Carroll Chargers having won an astonishing 16 sectional championships in a row. They're trying to get a regional title in their column.
And what a story it is for both of these teams, for the Spartans to have the potential to win a regional championship after defeating their rival and getting revenge from earlier this year. And same story for Carroll, just being able to defeat your rival again like earlier in the season and go on to potentially win a regional championship. So both teams have a lot to play for and a lot of motivation.
Kate Jackway to serve for the Spartans, and we are underway in the regional championship. Quickly, Gislin's going to set it up. Sinesh going for the kill. It ends up in the hands of Tyndall. Now Jackway sets it up, and Walker, mistake there, sends it out of play. The Chargers strike first.
And this game already off to a fast start. And the story of the game last time was that the Chargers got off to a nice and fresh start, and they took 2-0, and the Spartans were just trying to claw back the whole game. So the Spartans are going to have to avoid that situation here in this matchup. Really, when they cannot afford it at all, it happens. And now, like you mentioned, that lineup that the Spartans have in are so dangerous as a group. So Chargers certainly have a task ahead of them to receive this serve and play some great defensive volleyball.
And I mentioned all those players up front, but another heavy hitter, Reagan Lyons, She's going to be in the back for the time being, but she's in the game. She'll be serving here for the Spartans. Do or die moment for the sophomore, as her team has to have it. Lions to Hafner. Gislin's going to set it up. Sinesh kept alive. Tyndall. Sipes got to get it over. She does. Chance for the Chargers to reset. Gislin again blocked away. 22-23.
And there, Addie Tyndall using her size to get the block. And now the Chargers lead is cut down to just one. The Spartans rallying late in this one, trying to take the lead and make this go to the final set.
Reagan Lions again to serve. Crowd going silent for this moment. Lions goes to Hafner. Now set up Sinesh a little bit deep on that. Sipe able to get it cleanly. Now Jackway. Addie Tyndall kept alive. Spartans another opportunity here. Jackway up. Tyndall soft touch over top. Kept alive by the Chargers. Now here we go. Back row. Whistles. Violation as she crossed the yellow line. We are tied at 23.
And just like that, the Spartans fans in this arena are loud. They are going crazy. Just like that, the Spartans are making a comeback and is now tied.
It wouldn't be a Homestead Carroll game without a set that's going to be determined by 2 points. And now it's set point Homestead to send us to a fifth set.
And Reagan Lions delivering there with the ace when it matters most. The sophomore stepping up in the face of pressure and delivering.
The Spartans fighting back, trying to extend their season. Coach Sinesh now burning a timeout. Neither team has any left for the remainder of this fourth set. Well, we saw 3 sets when these two teams met 3 weeks ago, determined by just 2 points. That's going to happen here in set number 4. The only question, can the Spartans close it out here and try to send it to a fifth set, or can the Chargers end the match right here and right now?
Whenever these two teams face, it's just a chess match between them. The genius of both these coaches and the performance of all of the players out there for each of these teams is truly something special.
So now Reagan Lions set point and serving to extend the match into a fifth set. Here we go. Lions gets it over cleanly. It goes to the ground, and we're going the distance at Spartan Arena.
And Reagan Lions again delivering with another ace. What a play by the star sophomore.
For the second time in 3 weeks, the Homestead Spartans and the Carroll Chargers will play 5 sets, and we crown a regional champion next. Back here at Spartan Arena, and the Carroll Chargers are closing in on a regional title, 3 points away and holding a 7-point lead.
The Spartans familiar with the situations where they have to come back late, trying to find better success as their late comeback attempts have not been successful up to this point.
Chloe Hirschberger to serve once again. That one goes to Little, now Tyndall. Sipe got to get it over. She does, but a chance for the Chargers now. Caitlin Peters rejected, but out of play. That's been the story of this fifth set. Everything bouncing the way of Carroll.
Chargers just getting the volleyball to bounce in their favor almost every time, and now because of that they're up 8 and only 2 points away from a regional title.
Jackway going up. Reagan Lions diving ever from Hafner goes out of play. So the Spartans evade match point for the time being.
The Spartans need to go on a huge run right now. Backs against the wall in the fifth and final set. Looking to get something going here.
Gislin goes up. Shippey pushes it down to the ground, punishing the ball. And now it is match point for the Carroll Chargers.
And there, Shippey just cutting off any chance of the Spartans going on a run right there. Now the Spartans are have to play their best volleyball of the season to stay in this one.
Hayden Feinfrock serving for the regional championship. Goes to Tyndall. Now Jackway up with it. Addie Tyndall It's kept alive by the Chargers. Now Sipe back to Jackway. Reagan Lyons deflected, diving around. It pops back up. Shippey gets it over. Now Little going to Jackway. Adi Tyndall gets it over softly. Sinesh. Gislin sets it up. Sinesh going for the back row. Can't find it just yet. Reagan Lyons. No, kept alive. These two teams go back and forth. Sipe up above the net, and it goes just out of play, and they're going to say it wasn't deflected by the Spartans. It was close. Coach Sinesh tried to plead her case. The Spartans stay alive. They have to rattle off 7 in a row to stave off elimination.
Trying to bring the energy for their team to feed off of.
Jackway goes deep with it. Ball set up by Gislin. Shippey rejected, but it goes out of play. And the Carroll Chargers win the regional championship on the floor where they were eliminated just 1 year ago.
And what a story of revenge that the Chargers have completed, defeating their longtime rivals and avenging last year's loss in this situation. And now the Chargers have reached the peak of the regionals, winning the title.
A match where the outcome wasn't certain until the very end. Even the last call hanging in the balance with a shot right by the line, and the Carroll Chargers will keep their nearly perfect season going as they now eclipse 30 wins on the year. And as the number 3 team in the state, they will be one of the final 8 remaining in 4A.